After spending close to a year of their lives bringing the project to the screen, the cast reflected on what drew them to Taken and how it changed them.
I did Dark Skies, and my first hesitation was I hope it's not too much like that, but it's completely different. And so I liked that there was a new story, new ideas, and so I was excited about that. And then the fact that DreamWorks and Steven Spielberg were involved.
Both the characters I play in Blair Witch and in this are both sort of obsessively ambitious women with little regard for the feelings of others. This character has been one of the most fun and challenging that I've gotten to do.
It was an opportunity to, do a little action, do some sci-fi stuff. I've never done any sci-fi before, It was an adventure. Got shot with an air cannon, never been shot with an air cannon before, which is basically a huge funnel that's powered by some type of air tank, and it's stuffed with peat moss. It explodes and it shoots out debris. Will almost knock you off your feet.
We had Dakota Fanning. Dakota Fanning plays Allie, who is the outcome of all of the interbreeding of the aliens and two of our families. She spans 5 episodes and is the narrator for our show. Amazing actress, great coup for us to get her, because we were really trying to find an actress at that age that was innocent but had the profoundness to her.
Do you know what this is about?
I'm not sure yet, but I think we're gonna find out soon. My favorite part, I had to wear this helmet, and it came down to here, and I couldn't see out of it at all. And then I had these, in a scene that I just finished doing it, I had these little microbes stuck on my neck. She can heal a gunshot wound. She can stop time.
Matt Frewer, who many of the sci-fi audience know from Max Headroom.
The implant's broadcast on a spread spectrum. The frequencies are all based around the hydrogen hyperfine transition line, the most fundamental wavelength in the universe.
It's a fun thing to work on, and it's a huge undertaking. I mean, shooting a 2-hour movie in 18 days is you're going balls to the wall. Can I say wall?
Taken was a rare opportunity for most actors. Great writing, complex characters, and the one thing every actor wants on a resume, the chance to work on a Steven Spielberg project.
It didn't matter, just give me the smallest role. I just want to be a part of this project. And then when you find out that Steven Spielberg is producing it and behind it, you go, oh, of course.
And to be involved in a project that is something that he has been very hands-on in developing and producing was definitely a draw.
He's very interested in the scripts, he's very interested in the directors, he's been very attentive to all the cuts of the shows and all the editing and how we've finally decided to tell the story. And he really understands what the essential elements of telling stories about aliens are.
But perhaps the greatest benefit of working on a Spielberg project is the power it has on the people involved. Close Encounters, E.T., and now Taken. What Steven Spielberg has done with all of these stories is to have raised some new questions. Have we been visited by extraterrestrials? Does the military know something they're not telling us?
What did happen in 1947 with our government? Why was there so many sightings back in 1947? I think it's an interesting question, and it's fun to let your mind go there, to explore what might be out there in space.
I don't know if the government knows anything that it's holding back from us, but I wouldn't be surprised if the government had information it didn't know about.
Oh, I believe the military knows lots of things they're not telling us. But specifically, I have questions about it either way, frankly.
How could something this huge have happened and the whole world doesn't know about it?
To be perfectly honest, I don't know who's been here and who hasn't.
And I'm not waiting for them to come get me.
They mean us no harm. They don't want to hurt us. They come in peace.
Steven Spielberg's Taken is epic in every sense of the word. It's a story that spans 5 decades and 4 generations, combining human drama with special effects, and offers a secret history of the 20th century. As viewers will soon find out, Taken not only breathes new life into the miniseries format, but challenges the imagination.
What I hope that people come away with from Taken is a sense that we're all asking the same questions. That while clearly these beings are far, far more technically advanced than we are, they're not God either. They're still asking the same questions.
I think our aliens are, you know, a race that's come here and they've found something interesting, almost like we're the dolphins and they're Jacques Cousteau, and they're trying to figure out how the dolphins work.
I think the message of Taken, if you ask me, is a message of hope and acceptance and accepting other people, accepting other creatures, being open to possibility.
You don't have to be scared, Mom. This is all going to be all right. A lot of things are going to happen because of this. That's all. But it's going to be all right.
Ultimately, Taken is an attempt to offer an explanation to one of life's biggest questions.
I think it's sort of arrogant to think that we would be the only cognizant creatures in the universe.
I've never seen it, but I do believe that there is something else floating around out there somewhere.
When I was 13, I saw a UFO with a friend.
I've had, you know, an occasion to believe that they actually exist.
I think if we all look hard enough for it, we'll see it. If you ask me if I'm a believer, yes. I'm a believer.
I think the audience, when they see this, they're gonna talk about how they believe, and do they believe in outer space, that there's other beings out there.
But in trying to provide answers, Spielberg and his team found they were left asking even more questions.
If there are beings from another planet, dimension, galaxy, universe, that's incredible. But if it's not objectively true, then why are so many people telling the same story?
I know there is life off this planet. I don't really know in my heart whether or not we've ever been visited before. I do believe that somewhere in the infinite reaches of these galaxies, there must be, you know, life forms far more intelligent and technologically advanced than we are. So it's something that motivates me to tell stories like this, because it's based on things I believe.